Hello everyone, thank you for joining. Just before we start the usual stuff, make sure that you've seen your GP to do any of my videos. And if anything doesn't feel right, if it's not for you, just take a break. Don't push through pain. Nothing should be painful, right? There's a very big difference between pain and simply pushing outside of your comfort zone. So make sure it's not pain. What I wanted to do today is concentrate on how to get up and how to perform a few yoga moves without the support of your arms. So let's say perhaps you've injured an arm, you've broken something, but you still want to do some yoga. I just wanted to give you a few tools in order to help you carrying on your practice, and for this one specifically, how to get up and coming down safely without the use of your arms. So just starting in a cross-leg position, and you might find that it takes a while of a bit of practice for you to get to the point where you're happy that you can do this safely. So when you are going to start practicing this, if you want to practice and try it out, maybe have someone nearby if you are really having issues with your arms, or take it very, very slow, basically. So crossing your legs first and foremost. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to cross my arms, bringing one hand on each shoulder. So simply crossing here, just to give myself a nice bracing position here. Starting from crossed legs and making sure your legs are not actually crossing and touching at the shins, right? The back, front of the shin and back of the calves. So make sure they're like basically flat as they can without crossing each other. Hands on your shoulders here. As you inhale, gently rocking forward, and maybe at the beginning you'll find that it's quite intense on the hips, so you may need to do the little bit of hipping opening position first, maybe sole to sole, feet sole to sole, gently pushing the hips and the knees towards the ground. Then when you're ready, crossing the legs again, inhale, rocking forward, lifting the hips, and as you can see, my body is coming forward, so making sure here you don't fall, right? And then coming back down. So when you start this move, very simple and not going very far, just basically enough so that the bum can lift off the ground. Gently rocking movement. And then once you're ready, maybe you want to go one step further, lifting the hips a bit higher. And then once you're ready to go one step further, once again, rocking the body forward, and then basically bringing the feet behind you. You're now on your knees, sitting on the heels for a moment. So to go back down, once again, lifting the hips, crossing the lower part of the legs. And as you can see, the leg that's on top, I'm tucking the toes on that foot. And what that does, it creates a little bit of space when I roll back. All right? And then once again, lifting and then rolling. Rolling forward, lifting, and then back down. So it might take you a few attempts, especially to place the foot that's nearer to the body. Sometimes you can keep it flat. Maybe you want to tuck the toes, and as you roll forward, you'll see that the foot is now coming onto the toes. So I'm using my arms here, but just to demonstrate. All right. So that's the first step. Hands on your shoulders, rocking forward, coming on the knees, and then gently coming to rest on your heels. Well done. That's the first step. Second step from here, how do you get up? Again, hands crossed over, lifting the hips, tucking the toes. And once again, this might take you a few attempts, and just simply just to warm ourselves up. Inhale, lifting the hips. Exhale, bringing the hips onto the toes. And what you'll find is it's stretching the toes. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. When you're ready for the next step, inhale, hips up, exhale down, and then starting to lift the knees off the ground. Again, you'll need a few attempts to get the hang of it. So bringing the hips towards the heels, and then little jerking movement to lift the knees, and as you do so, finding that balance. Up and down, up and down, and then gently releasing back down. And as you can see, it can be quite harsh on the knees. Always feel free to use some padding for the knees. We don't want to go through any pain. When you're ready, once again, let's go one step further. Heels up, tucking the toes, bringing the hips towards the toes, lifting the knees, and then from here, very simply, pushing through the legs, coming all the way up. Well done. Feel free to add a bit of stretching motion, and to go back down, same thing, but the other way around. Crossing the arms over, starting to bend the knees, coming to rest on your toes here, gently releasing the knees down. You can do that one knee at a time, lifting the hips, untucking the toes, crossing the lower part of the legs, and then rolling back. Well done, seated position. Let's do this one more time, going up. Inhale, rocking forward, coming on the heels, untucking your legs here, then tucking the toes, sit the heels on the toes, ready to lift the knees. So as you can see, as I lift, I'm going a little bit back and then lift. And then when you're ready, pushing all the way up. Well done, nice long breath. Let's go back down again. Inhale, exhale, bend the knees, lowering yourself down, going onto the toes, gently releasing the toes, untuck the toes, cross the lower part of the leg, rolling back. Well done. All right, another way to go up, which is less intensive, as in this one can be intensive on the toes and as you lift the knees off the ground. So I'm going to start at the back of the mat. Again, resting my knees on the towel and sitting on the heels, crossing my arms on my chest. Inhale, lifting the hips, stepping the right foot forward, not too far, and then tucking the toes of your back foot. When you're ready, inhale, pushing through the legs, lifting the left knee off the ground, and then stepping the left knee to meet the right. Very good, quite easy. Let's do the same move with the other leg. From here, big inhale, exhale, stepping the right foot to the back of the mat, gently releasing the right knee down, untuck the toes, stepping the left foot to the back of the mat, and coming back to seated position. Well done. Let's do this one more time. Cross the arms, inhale, lifting the hips, stepping the right foot forward, tucking the toes of your left foot. Inhale, left knee goes up. One breath here if you want, and then stepping the left foot to the front of the mat. Nice long breath. Well done.